Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the queens of rock and roll. These incredible women didn't just sing, they roared, they soared, they owned the stage. So strap yourselves in, crank up the volume, and get ready to rock out as we count down the top 10 best female rock vocalists of all time. Let's dive in. First up, we've got Janis Joplin. This woman was a force of nature, a whirlwind of raw emotion and pure, unadulterated vocal power. Her voice, it was like a shot of whiskey straight to the soul, rough around the edges, but man, it packed a punch. Whether she was belting out the blues with Big Brother and the Holding Company or tearing it up solo, Janis left you breathless. Next up, we've got the mystical, magical Stevie Nicks. Her voice, a blend of ethereal beauty and raw power, has captivated audiences for decades. As the frontwoman of Fleetwood Mac, Stevie wrote and performed some of the most iconic songs in music history. Stevie Nicks isn't just a singer, she's a storyteller, a weaver of dreams, and an undeniable icon. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're talking about Ann Wilson, the powerhouse vocalist behind Heart. Ann's voice is a force to be reckoned with, capable of both delicate beauty and earth-shattering power. From the hard-rocking anthems like Barracuda to the soulful ballads like Alone, Ann Wilson has proven time and time again that she's one of the most versatile and talented vocalists in rock history. Chapter 4. Pat Benatar, hitting the high notes of the 80s. Get ready to crank it up because next up is Pat Benatar, the queen of 80s rock. This woman's voice was practically engineered in a lab to dominate the airwaves. From Hit Me With Your Best Shot to Love Is a Battlefield, her songs were about standing your ground, fighting for what you believe in, and never backing down. She was a trailblazer for women in rock, proving that you could be tough and feminine, fierce and vulnerable all at the same time. Chapter 5, Joan Jett, the godmother of punk. Let's be real, you can't talk about female rock icons without mentioning Joan Jett. Joan's voice is pure, unadulterated rebellion. It's gritty, it's raw, it's full of attitude. From her early days with the Runaways to her legendary solo career, Joan Jett has consistently delivered anthems of defiance and self-empowerment. Chapter 6, Debbie Harry, punk's golden goddess. Next up, we've got the one and only Debbie Harry, the goddess of cool, the queen of New York City, and the iconic voice of Blondie. Debbie's voice was as versatile as her style. She could be sweet and seductive 1 minute, then snarl with punk rock fury the next. From the disco-infused Heart of Glass to the punk rock snarl of Call Me, Debbie Harry proved time and time again that she could tackle any genre and make it her own. Chapter 7. Chrissie Hynde, the soulful songstress. Get ready to be captivated by the soulful voice of Chrissie Hynde, the driving force behind the Pretenders. Chrissie's vocals have a timeless quality, a rawness that cuts straight to the heart. As the leader of the Pretenders, Chrissie Hynde created a sound that was both tough and tender, blending punk rock energy with soulful melodies. Chapter 8. Grace Slick, the psychedelic siren. Hold on tight because we're taking a trip back to the psychedelic 60s with Grace Slick, the hypnotic voice of Jefferson Airplane. From the iconic opening scream of Somebody to Love to the soaring vocals of White Rabbit, Grace Slick's voice became synonymous with the psychedelic era. Chapter 9. Lzzy Hale, a metal queen forged in fire. Get ready to rock because next up is Lzzy Hale, the fierce frontwoman of Halestorm. Lizzy's voice is a weapon, capable of both incredible power and surprising vulnerability. She's a role model for young women, proving that you can be both heavy and heartfelt, fierce and feminine, and still rock harder than anyone else in the room. Chapter 10. Amy Lee, the haunting voice of Evanescence. Prepare to be mesmerized by the haunting voice of Amy Lee, the ethereal songstress behind Evanescence. As the creative force behind Evanescence, Amy Lee created a sound that was both beautiful and haunting, blending gothic rock with classical influences. Outro, long live the queens! So there you have it, folks, our top 10 picks for the best female rock vocalists of all time. These incredible women have left an undeniable mark on music history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Who's your favorite female rock vocalist? Let us know in the comments below.